Oh boy, we got an update. New Hina-based content. That said, I don't know what the... I need to look into the changes, I suppose. Okay. Well, first of all, the big one, obviously. There should be some form of English in here now, right? Englishize some parts, such as spelling explanations. Default preset. Character, select, customize, shop, online lobby, trading, how to play, character customization. So let's see. Mekon Bomb. Feeding Hina-chan with mandarin oranges. The mandarin explodes in a large explosion on your next turn, blowing up everything around it. Summon the cutest face in the world at the touched position and obstructs the opponent's screen. Lasts for 2 turns. The turn does not elapse when the spell is activated. Curse Blade Kageyama. Destroy one small object. Touches it with slash Hina-chan. It blows outward. Drop a bottle of skinny medicine. When the bottle hits something, it breaks and liquid appears that slips the object. When Hina is hit by the liquid, she becomes thin and her hit detection becomes smaller. Super hook. Throw the hook. The hook slips through the fixed object and the chicks. And the what? When it hits an object, it pulls it as hard as it can. And the more turns pass, the more force it has. Oh, I didn't know the hook got stronger the more turns have gone by. That's interesting. Cat ball. Fire a special ball. When you hit Hina, she turns into a cat, making her a little lighter and slipperier on your turns. Oh, okay, so the cat ball does only affect your turn. Alright. Tsukima Portal. It's Gap, by the way, Tsukima. Select 2 points, summon a gap to connect the space with projectile, small object, force the other. Okay. I don't like this item because I find it's hard to use. Petite Gungnir. Dropping a replica Gungnir is less powerful than the original Gungnir. Recover the gauge. The amount of recovery increase each turn. No turn elapsed after activating the spell card. And Rocket. Follows powerful. Okay, so as you can see, chat, Victory Cry is no longer an item. It's now an option that all players can use, which means I am no longer held back. You know what that means? I gotta try this orange out to see what this does. Choose this. Change. So there's some machine translated English, as you can see. So we can see a few things now, which is nice. So menu stuff has now become a lot more simplified and nicer for English audience, which is great. It's just enough to be able to figure out how to get into the game. What's that? What's this? What's that? What's that mean? Why is that checked? Oh, but there's one more thing as well. We got 2 new characters. Oh, we also have explanations with their abilities. Toss a coin. When it hits Hina-chan, you bribe her. The acquired Hina-chan becomes lighter and more slippery on your turn. The more coins you throw, the more powerful the coin becomes. You can only bribe her once. Oh. Alright, so Alice. Assist doll. A doll holding an Uchiwa is placed at a designated point. The doll is activated after 1 turn. When your throw hits the doll, it accelerates. No turn elapses after the spell is activated. So basically, the doll acts as an accelerator. Okay. If unchecked, it removes stages with special rules. Oh, I see. And Hammer Doll. A doll with a hammer is placed at a designated point. The doll disappears after 1 turn. When an object touches the doll, it is slammed downwards. No turn elapses after the spell is activated. Okay. CAS. Place a marker at the specified position. Placing a marker does not cost, and no turn elapses. The marker becomes locked on when it is reactivated on the next turn. When the turn is active, it bombs the marker's location and blows up surrounding objects. Okay. 2-turn bomb. Heat Charger. Charge for 1 turn. Next turn, the ball and box are enhanced. Oh, I see. So you spend a turn charging for a stronger shot. The second and subsequent activations cost more, but no more turns elapse when activated. However, the effect is activated the next turn, just like the first time. Alright, so that's passing your turn. That's passing your turn. Let me see the colors. So we have red Utsuho, purple Utsuho, and then, wow, shiny white Utsuho. And then we got Alice. We got blue Alice. We got pink Alice. And we have Hina. The doll maker become doll. But of course, you know me, chat. Thank you, Mr. White, for the raid. Alright. Before I start, carry on spell card. No. We gotta open a box. Check the contents. So, Utso and Alice are at the bottom. They both have one legendary skin in there. That's Hina Marissa. That's Hina Marissa. Nice. Okay. Let's start playing, chat. Let's start playing. I gotta try this orange out. Let's go. Alright. So. God damn it. Conquer. Yakujin. Alright. Alright, so I can give Hina the orange. So what does it do? I gotta see what it does. What? Why? What have I done? Alright. Nope, that doesn't work anymore. So, guess what? Joon has changed. Joon has changed. So here's how Joon works now. Back to lobby. So here's how Joon works. Joon now has infinite coins, but they cost bar to use and they cost more each time, which in my opinion is a downgrade. The second one is with her gem. Now her gem, she'll only jump if the gem lands on solid ground. So you can't make her jump off the side wall on like a green wall stage, which is 100% a downgrade. 100% a downgrade. So unless the jewel lands properly, then Hina won't jump with it, which sucks a lot. Read her spells. Whose? Whose? Joon's? I already read hers. They're right there. When there is a gem on the field, Hina jumps towards the gem, and the turn the gem is dropped. The gem lands lower than Hina. Lower than Hina? Oh my god. What? Those are awful changes, dude. What? How can you do this to that face? God damn it, man. Anyway, Chad, I have drink, but in my own, in the interest of not becoming the dead, 10 losses. I take 10 losses, I take a shot. I'm gonna keep this nice and safe. Alright? Nice and safe. I don't know which item I want to take, honestly. The Mekon Bomb is funny. But maybe I take, Stupid Gungnir, because it's stupid. Alright. Alright. I'm ready. Yeah, I don't know why they did that. Oh, I see somebody's already got the legendary skin. Or that's one you just bought in the shop. So I can no longer start my matches with a coin because I don't have enough bar to do so. Yeah, honestly, like these... Oh, crumpled ball, that's paper, that's nice. I don't know why those changes were made, to be honest with you. I don't know why those changes were made. Both of those changes to Joon's kit are negatives. She's now significantly worse of a character as a result of that. And I don't know why. I don't know why those changes were made, because I promise you, there are other characters in this game that get away with a lot more bullshit than Joon does. That's one loss. Reimu gets away with a lot of bullshit. That's for sure. Yomu has a really good shot. Remy gets away with a lot of bullshit. I just don't understand why Joon is the one who got such an excessive change. And her changes are not for the better. Her changes suck. When I first started playing this game, Joon's coin was fine and her gem was not very good. Then her coin was unchanged and it was still fine. And then they changed her gem to make it really good. Now they changed her coin where it's no longer good. And they changed her gem, which only makes her jump if it's lower than her, apparently, which means it is literally useless in this situation. She won't jump. Now you see that? The biggest problem with the gem in the original version of the game was the fact that when Joon puts it down, Hina does not react to it on the turn that it's put down. So your opponent gets to make use of it first. So, and obviously, as you can see, the problem with that is that if it goes on your opponent's turn first, you never want to set it down because you never get to benefit from it yourself. But now we have this disgusting hybrid that it does that again, and the only time it doesn't do that is if Hina is not lower than the gemstone itself, which doesn't make any sense to me. Is Reimu good? Reimu's ability literally steals wins. Not even exaggerating. Her ability legitimately steals wins because when it activates, it stops Hina completely. Yeah, I had a feeling that was gonna happen. It stops Hina completely in the air, and then it goes to Reimu's turn, and then Reimu just wins without having to press a single button. It's actually kind of insane. And there's zero indication whether or not she put a barrier up. You get no sound cue, no nothing. You just have to assume that it's there at all times, and it's really obnoxious. Oh, look at that. That's nice. I'm glad that one's in there. Okay. I don't understand the changes for Joon. It's not a very good one. They're not very good changes at all. The thing is, they made Joon's coin now works like Chirno's ice shot. And I don't know if you knew this, chat, but Chirno is not a very used character. Probably because her skills kind of suck because they require that bar to actually use the freeze shot. So changing Joon's coin to work the same way just results in me not really getting to use it at all. See, I need 20 for that. Bad changes, dude. Bad changes. I wasn't even, dude. I wasn't even playing a top tier. This is how Greninja got nerfed in Smash 4. Greninja was a solid character who got hit with like 5 nerfs instantly, all in the same patch. Like, they just completely gutted that character before he even had a chance to be a character. That's how I feel right now. I feel like Greninja. I feel like K. Rool. K. Rool got nerfed. Oh, this layout changed. Whoa, that's weird. K. Rool got nerfed as well because he was so good online. I feel like K. Rool, dude. Yeah, games don't last very long. There's a maximum of 6 turns each, so 12 turns, and most games only go to about turn 5 or 6. The stupidest part about this still worked. Makoto and Noelle, yeah. Those characters weren't allowed to be good for some reason. Extra stage, okay. Oh, I see. Oh, yeah. This one was out of the rotation for a while, huh? I'm glad this one's back. I like these ones. Kaboom. Weesh. No, I don't play League. I have a little more self-respect than that. Uh-oh. Alright, here we go. Don't fall. Whee! Look at them points. Oh, you now get a multiplier for playing on an extra stage. Interesting. Okay. Alright, okay, alright. Alright. To be honest, I'm never quite sure what it is that's looked at when it comes to balance patches. In Smash Ultimate's case, a lot of balance changes were made because of online results, which is fucking hilarious. That's why K. Rool is a character who got nerfed, because he was so good online. Which is, to me, is fucking hilarious. That K. Rool, you know, K. Rool, one of the worst characters in the game, got nerfed because of how his win rate was online with online play. Oh, dude, if I were you, I would be so upset. Like, I would be so angry. You wouldn't even know. Fortunately, I'm not you, I'm me. So, I get to take that win to the bank. Fighting games, like traditional fighting games, I imagine they're balanced. Oh my, okay. Oh, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. I'm good, I'm good. I'm paying attention again. Slide, Hina, slide. Wow, that shot sucked. So did that. We're doing it. We're doing it big. Okay. Kaboom. What? Dude, she's got an orange. She's gonna go boom! I said she was the bomb! Last turn, so whatever. Fly, Hina! Wow. Wow. I can't believe what I just witnessed. That's a first. Alright. Oh, new one. We get a new level. New level. What the hell is this? Bro, what the hell is this level? This looks goofy. Alright. Wait a minute. Oh, there's no wall over there. Alright, well, that's informations to have learned. Okay, I've acquired informations on that level. Could never be quite sure where the hell a wall is or where a wall isn't. Oh, classic, okay. Alright. See, I'm of the belief that it's a good thing that balance patches exist, because they keep things from stagnating. They keep things fresh. I'm not a huge believer in nerfing, though. Like, here's the thing. I don't think it's a good idea to nerf too many characters to make them more, like, you know, reasonable. But I don't know how it really works in regular fighting games. That block wasn't there before. There's a block there. Do you see that? Oh, there's now a hole in the middle. Oh, that's great. That's a good change. Buffs are more fun than nerfs. Yes, I agree. But the thing about Smash Brothers is that it's not a traditional fighting game. There are a lot of characters that have some wacky shit to them. And sometimes I think some of those characters really do deserve the nerfs they get. And some of them don't even get that many nerfs, is another thing. Smash is a series that rewards you rather extensively for, like, mediocre things. Like, doing a Shoryuken input in Smash 4 got you a kill at 50. Doing a Shoryuken input in a regular fighting game is expected. Simply expected. But in Smash, it's like, oh, you did it. Oh, you did it. You're the best. You're the greatest. Alright. Kaboom! Some characters aren't, it really depends on the kind of character, I think. Smash is a game that I think there are characters who need, like, some kind of shit slapped on them to make them less what they are. Obviously, it would be nice if other characters were better. That much is... There's no doubt about that. Oosh. No doubt about that. But some of the characters... Nice. Some of the characters in that game have certain options to them that are just kind of, like, ridiculous. But the thing about Smash Ultimate is patches are done. There's no more patches coming for that game. So what you get is what you get. The main argument really is that if you nerf characters, then the game becomes less fun to play in general because nobody has sauce. The things that make characters exciting to play disappear. And that's lame. That is definitely lame. You want to see more characters be good than more characters be not good. But like I said, there are some options in these games that are blatantly ridiculous that really just shouldn't exist. That sucks. He's gonna box from under. Oh. Roll, Hina, roll! God damn it. See, he heard me. He heard me. Tekken 7 is getting another balance up patch, which is kind of crazy. That's crazy to me. That game is still getting updated. Now, as most of you know, I played Smash 4. Smash 4 was a game that stopped getting updates after the big Bayonetta nerf. The rare Hina dance, yeah, the 1 in 7. Smash 4 got one final update after Bayonetta, and that the only thing that patch did was to slap Bayonetta all across the face to take away the stuff that made her ridiculous. And they didn't do a very good job at that. So what happened was Bayonetta was a character who was undisputed like the best in the game almost instantly when she came out because people were finding zero to deaths, true zero to deaths in training mode, like day one. So she got really good really fast. And then Nintendo put out a patch that fixed, quote unquote, fixed everything about the character to make her not that. And people were saying Bayonetta is now mid-tier. And then, well, as it turned out, Bayonetta was not actually mid-tier. Nintendo succeeded in one thing with that patch, and that was making Bayonetta require a little more thought than she previously needed. And given how successful Bayonetta was in the game, that's pretty fucking impressive. That's genuinely fucking impressive. So yeah, that was the final patch of Smash 4. So the game was never gonna change. And, you know, Bayonetta was a very controversial character for a long time. People thought she was killing the game. She was, you know, she was creating a crazy amount of upsets in a game that only has 2 stocks. She's a character who could kill you off a single hit. She had so many options at her disposal. She wasn't a Smash character. So, you know, she started showing up more in tournaments. More people who you never heard of started, like, getting wins on top 10 players kind of deal. And she just kind of took off like that. Caused a real big controversy. Kind of like Meta Knight and Brawl. Oh, she's now holding an orange. She's going to go kaboom. Okay. People say she's more of a Marvel character, which I can agree with, because she had Touch of Deaths. If Bayonetta hit you, she had a pretty good shot at killing you. And she had a lot of openers. She had a very large number of openers that she could hit you with. I don't think this is gonna work. No. Alright. No! Why would Borderlands get buffs and nerfs? Isn't that a single player game? That's 10, huh? Alright. Yeah. Shot, 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 shot. No shotty. No shot, no shotty. Okay. Ha! Ha! Ah! Whew. I'm good. The thing is, we don't really know where Smash 4 was gonna go in the future, because as soon as Ultimate got announced, pretty much all conversation about that stopped. Like, Bayonetta was a character that was argued was unhealthy for the meta in singles. They actually ended up banning Cloud, or they ended up banning Double Cloud from doubles as well, because Cloud, the second best character in the game, was pretty undisputably the best doubles character in the game. I knew it. There's that fucking Cloud sticking out. Double Cloud was very silly, because not only was one Cloud really good, but 2 of them was a bit insane. Whoa, that looked weird. Oh my god. See, here's the thing about Cloud. Cloud had a move called Finishing Touch. Oh my god. Cloud had a move called Finishing Touch, where when he got his limit gauge and you press down B, it did 1% and it had absurdly high knockback. That was how it worked. Holy shit, Hina. You are just not playing nice. So, the thing about Smash 4 doubles is you could combo off of your partner's throws very easily, because the speed at which you launched is very, very low. Oh, this is a new one. So what would happen is, and also when Cloud got limit, he didn't actually lose it unless he spent it or he died. So what would happen with Double Cloud is, for one, it's fucking Cloud, so he's a really good character, times 2. But what would happen is, if you're at 50 or so % and you get grabbed and the other Cloud is blue, you're probably dead. Because the way Finishing Touch worked was that it did not use character weights to determine its knockback. Every single character had their weight set to a specific amount when the move hit you. So what that means is that Bowser and Jigglypuff died at the same %, which is more of a boon for Jigglypuff, than anything. But my point is that no matter which character you picked, finishing touch would kill you at the same percent from the same spot consistently. So all you had to do really was follow up on... Wow. Wow! Wow, dude! All you had to do was follow up off a very slow throw and you got a free kill. So that was obviously ridiculous. So that got changed. Good thing your sword can just cleave everything, huh? That's a buff. I'm glad Yomu got a buff. I am. She definitely needed it. She needed a buff. Meanwhile, Joon definitely needed the nerfs that she got. Can't be having Joon players enjoy the game after all. Can't be doing anything stupid like that. Plop. I hate construction zones. God damn it. So yeah, when Smash Ultimate got revealed, pretty much all the talks about banning and whatnot were left on the table because no one cared anymore, right? Like, Smash 4 was ending, Smash Ultimate was on the way. Smash Ultimate was on the way, so talks about banning the character were shelved because the game wasn't gonna last much longer anyway. And go figure, like, the last few months, I lost, by the way. The last few months, or I guess the last year of Smash 4 was just, what do you call it? It was just ever slowly building a bubble of frustration towards a character that, you know, and it was always the same thing, right? Like see me in Ultimate, see me in Ultimate. The idea that, like, oh, that little Alice. The idea that as soon as the new game came out, Bayonetta players were going to fall off the face of the earth because their character would no longer be ridiculous, and they would no longer be able to, like, keep up with top play. And that's exactly what happened. But don't worry about that. Here's the thing, chat. Every character... What the hell are you doing? Ooh, nice shot. Every character in a game carries a player to a certain extent. That much is true. People who are good at the game tend to favor good characters because those are the ones that let them, you know, have the highest chance of success. That's how it goes. That is how it goes. I wonder if this still works. I don't remember that melon being there before. Oh, no, we're good. Okay. The thing you need to, like, look at, really, is how strong was the character pre-nerf, and how did the results of the players change? Here's a good example. In Ultimate, for example, one of the earliest top tiers in the game was Pichu. I want to see this work. Oh, cool. One of the earliest top tiers in the game was Pichu. And Pichu had a lot of tools, to say the least. Got her. The orange goes on the real Hina. That's good to know. Pichu had Pichu was like, you know, the quirks to Pichu is that Pichu did a lot of damage to itself. Well, not a lot of damage, but it hurt itself, but it was very light. But the trade-off was that it was freakishly strong. The little fucker could kill you so early. And, you know, Pichu players were running around like crazy. And there were a lot of Pichu players with results. And then Pichu got nerfed, and Pichu players just stopped playing Pichu. And the Pichu players that didn't stop playing Pichu had a hard time, you know, existing. So Pichu was one of those characters, but, like, every character in Smash kind of does this. Like, when you pick a good character and that character's options are reduced, then you start losing to other good characters. So you just kind of have to pay attention to which characters really change people's placements, right? Like, Luigi was a character in Smash 4 who was really absurd as well. Not Bayo, but Diddy Kong. Like, there are characters in Smash Bros. That to say they carry the player that's using them is an understatement, that's for sure. They're really, really good characters. Usually it's because they have an option that is so idiot-proof that even an idiot can do it. Like Diddy Kong. Diddy Kong had a grab confirm into a kill confirm at like 100. Down throw up air, the hoo-ha, the original. Whoa, that looked weird. What is happening right now? Huh. Alright, well I broke it. That's fine. Pa. A draw is not a loss, but it's also not a win. Bum bum bum. Look at that little goober. I like that one. Whee! Card gremlin, yeah. But yeah, that's just Smash Brothers. Smash Brothers is a fun video game. It's a fun video game. Currently, we live in an era where Steve and Rob are the best characters to watch. Well, not to watch, but those two are very prominent characters, and me, personally, not a fan of those two characters. I hate Rob and I hate Steve. Whenever those characters do anything on the screen, I cringe. I simply cringe. I cannot dealio with them. But they're very popular characters. So the amount of characters I like watching in Ultimate is not low. Not low, but maybe not as high as it could be. Got a million Rob players, dude. Fucking Steve players, man. They're literally crawling out of the womb. They're crawling out of the womb and getting top 32 at regionals. It's insane. Motherfuckers just found their spirit animal and his name is Steven. Oh. Just moved the window by accident. That's fine. Kashplash. Whoosh. Okay, that's not actually good. I lose. Man. I wish I could tell where my points are coming from. I got 50 points in there for one reason or another. Extra stage. Whoops. That was an accident. Cool. You know what I like about that Joon outfit is she's got the little, she's got the slippery lip. She's got a slippery lip. Look at it. That's not gonna work. What does blowing Hina up do? What's the purpose of blowing her up? You can't even hit that because the wall's in your way. There we go. The items around her move. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense to me. Whoa, what is going on in this one? This is a new Remy. But a familiar face. Where's your recorder? Did you ditch the recorder? Has your Remy grown up? I can't believe this. Change it with the times. Whee! Lucky ×2. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. Things are going pretty well. Look at that, 912 wins. Oh, I gotta... Sorry. I don't think this level has seen any change. So I think this is the same level. Just give her a bomb, alright. You know what's gonna happen, right? What a useless item. Wow. What a, like, that item is kind of blowing chunks right now, dude. That explosion needs to be way bigger. Well, now what do we do? What the hell do I do now? Don't tell me you got a plan for this. That's just not gonna work. No, it's not gonna work. Wow. 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 That's not good. That's not good at all. Fly, my statue, fly. Whoosh. What we at? Not even 8 o'clock. Not bad. Although I got a lot of things I gotta look into after the stream now. Because I woke up so goddamn late. Oh well. Oh well. I'll figure it out. You know, I've been thinking about watching Dawn of the Dead again. The 2004 version. I said earlier in the week I watched the 1978 version. That was a interesting movie, to say the least. I like zombies, but I'm not really a fan of the slow, silly zombies. The idea... The way that the zombies are handled in Romero's version are funny as fuck. Because it's just like... They just throw hands with these zombies. And it's like, you know... No CG or anything like that. It's all actors and face paint. So like when they're driving the trucks, it's like very clear, like, you know, don't hit anyone because those are real people. You can't be hitting them. But then, you know, with the magic of CG, you can just go on everything. Go as crazy as you want. Also, old-timey stock sound effects for gunfire is fucking hilarious. Every single gun makes the same noise. It's like guns don't sound like that. Why is this the gun sound effect? It's so goofy. Movie wasn't bad though. It really wasn't bad, but you know, not my kind of zombie flick. I like the 2004 version more. More in line with what I think of as zombies. The slow brain eating thing of zombies kind of don't really do it for me, I guess. Like, because the thing about zombies is zombies have always been kind of like, you know, they're not very they're not very like strong. Well, they're quite strong, but a zombie alone is not that big of a deal. And the reason they overwhelm is because, you know, strength in numbers. You can take 1 or 2 out, but if you take 1 out and 5 take its place, eventually you are going to be overrun. And that's kind of what happens, because it only takes, they only need to hit you once. They only need to hit you once and you're done for. But then somewhere down the line, we got the zombies that run at you and like beat the shit out of you. Those zombies are kind of weird too, but those are the zombies that I've come to know as like my regular zombies, personally. Dead Rising does slow zombies well because there's such an overwhelming number of them that even if you like take your time and fight them, eventually they will like gang up on you and you will start to lose ground and you will be overwhelmed. But then there's a game like The Last of Us where the zombies are fast and tough. You need to like not really fuck around with it. You know, you wouldn't have won if my Jool actually worked the way it did before, which is great. It's pretty great. I was put in a situation where both of Hyomu's options get her a free win, but both of my options don't. But one of them used to. Pain in my ass. Stupid ass nerfs. Put Joon back the way she was. Yeah, it's about getting overwhelmed. The strength in numbers aspect is a big part of old-timey zombies. Like in Left 4 Dead, it's zombies that are fast and beat the shit out of you. I prefer those zombies. But at the same time, I like Resident Evil zombies, because Resident Evil zombies follow the slow version of zombies, but they do it pretty well because they mix in the slow zombies with like, you know, mutants essentially, like lab experiments and stuff. So the entire game isn't just slow zombies, but slow zombies are a good introduction to the game. And they're also extremely resilient to gunfire. That, I think, is a big thing about that. Is how hard it is to take them down. But in, like, you know, most of the time, zombies are just like, shoot them in the head, they're down. Bada bing, bada boom. Oh, now I've done it. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Bring it on. Oh, Sploosh. How interesting. Alright. In 28 days later, it's not like a zombies. It's not zombies necessarily. What that dog doing? It's like a virus that makes them very angry and cannibalistic. So it's like, you know, it's like zombies. It's a great movie, by the way. It's a pretty low budget movie, but it's pretty well done. The sequel's not very good though. 28 weeks later, not very good. Uh-oh, now you've done it. Now you fucked up. Great. Hina, are you okay? Get out of there, Hina! Get out of there! Oh my god. She's gonna go boom. Get out of there, Hina! Mokou seems fun to play, but also hard to actually get her stuff to get going, because your opponent can knock her out. The explosion thing is funny. Okay. Left 4 Dead zombies are good. I think the thing that makes Left 4 Dead zombies good is that, one, they are fast. They are, you know, they do run in packs. And they are still very... They're still easy. They're still what do you call it? They're easy to kill, but when they like swarm up on you, they become problematic. And also, they're the scariest thing in the game when you're down on the ground because of how fast they can kill you. So, Left 4 Dead Common Infected are simultaneously like the weakest and strongest in the entire game. They are always going to be a problem if not addressed. They make everything like a more pain in the ass. But of course, they upgrade from nuisance to straight up danger when you go down on the ground because their attacks are amplified so much. They do 10 times the regular damage when you're on the ground, where special damage doesn't really change. It is faster for one common to kill you on the ground than a tank. Crazy. So those are like, as far as a game is concerned anyway, like Left 4 Dead Common Infected are handled really well from a game sense perspective. They're very helpful. Well, I say helpful to the regular or special infected side. They do their job correctly. If a common infected is causing you grief, then it is doing its intended job properly. Common infected also prevent you from just rushing ahead as well. They match your pace and then they catch you and hit you and slow you down, so you have to deal with them. Am I gonna find a game or what? Hello? Egg. Welcome. Alrighty, that was interesting. Hoi, oi, 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 oi. Hoi, show. Hey, show. Ding, ding. Lucky Hina. Times 5 BP. 8,000. Look at that. Okay. Oh boy. Woo! There's also expert mode. Expert mode in Left 4 Dead has commons doing a minimum of 10 damage to you. You will actually go down in 5 hits from a common infected hitting you in the front. 5 times. They're pretty scary. They're pretty scary. Wacha. Wacha cha 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 cha. Ding. Ding. Hina? What happened, Hina? Where'd you go? Woo! Realism Expert is hilarious with how sturdy common infected are. Honestly, Realism Expert is pretty accurate to how like zombies, how sturdy they are normally. Some of them are hilarious because you can blow their fucking arms off and they still punch you. I got my ass beat by a clown with missing his head before. I'm not even sure how that's possible. But I was getting punched by a clown who had no head. His body was attacking me on pure instinct. Well, speaking of pure instinct, everything in my body told me not to do that. Can we be done with this stage, man? This stage is not good. Oh my god. If only I played a character with options. If only. Alright. Hold on. Ah. Ha ha! Whew! Ah! Hold on. Changing my item. To the hook. Take me to the shop. The box. The box. Got it. Got it. See the full illustration. 2 out of 4, 2 out of 5, 2 out of 5, 3 out of 4, 3 out of 3, 3 out of 4, 2 out of 3, 1 out of 2. 0 out of 2. I'm getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. Oh, hold on, yeah, there are more outfits in the shop. Nothing for Seika. Nothing for Joon. There's for Remy. Nothing for Koishi. Nothing there, nothing there, nothing there, nothing there, nothing there. There's little Alice. Okay. Alright, alright. Alright. Okay. Oh. A little Alice. Look at that book. Okay. I got the hook. I don't know how to use items. I played with the victory cry for so long that I just don't know how to use them. Whoa. Oh, my eyeball. Whoa. My eyeball. My temple? My ear. The part next to my ear. How strange. Does even ground work? Not that it matters. Not that it matters. I didn't have enough points for it anyway. That's okay. Ugh. So you know, Chot. I was listening to Kageyama Yakujin. I was listening to a song earlier today. It's Kill of Fireproof. It's a pretty good one. It's a really good song. But it's one of those songs that elicits an emotional response. Hold on. Got it. That song's great, but there's the portion of the song after the 2-minute mark where it changes to Kagome. That's a really it's a really good portion of the song. You know, a good song is one that makes you feel an emotion towards certain parts of it. Like, for example, one of my favorite songs, one of my favorite Touhou songs is Prayer by Soundholic. Mostly because of the PV. Well, I mean, the song is really good, don't get me wrong. What the hell was that? The song is really good, but the PV, when it gets to the final chorus bit, you know, and it does the pan up. It does the pan up of Sakuya. Like, that elicits... What is that? Oh, it's a disco ball. Oh, it's a disco ball. That elicits an emotional response. To me, anyway. Motherfucker, yoink! What? That didn't make any goddamn sense. Whatever. Hook is kinda shit, huh? It went right through her. It went right through her. Why'd it go through her? Oh. Crumble. Alright. There's some great PVs that really make music. You May Know Dream is one as well. You May Know Dream is another song that's really good and has a very sad PV. I like the Byaku one, Byakuden one as well. The funniest part about that one is when she approaches Unzan and raises her hand up and she just gets duffed. Just fucking duffed. That's funny. That's peak comedy right there. But no, there are a lot of good PVs, but even just without PVs, some songs just hit in a certain way on certain parts that make you feel, What do you feel? I don't know. The emotion it can elicit could be anything, really. From anger, to sadness, to pain, to misery, to joy. Hina chocolate! Hina's making chocolate! I'm running the calculations in my head, don't mind me. Okay. Just running the calculations. Gotta figure out if the shot I want to take is there or not, you know? But anyway, the reason I bring it up is because while I was listening to the song, it's kind of actually been something I've been thinking about in my head anyway. You know, last time I played UFO, I talked about how characters are written and portrayed, like Sho and Nazarin, for example. Those were big ones that I thought about, and it was also really hard to actually talk about them properly because I was in the middle of playing UFO hard. Or actually, no, I wasn't playing UFO, was I? I was playing Perishable Night. I think I was anyway. I can't remember what game I was playing. Fuck, man, I don't remember. It's probably IN, because it was more recent, for sure. Up you go. But I was also thinking, I was thinking about those characters. Shin, why is your hair so loose? I don't remember your hair being that loose. Is this my fault? Maybe. Anyway, what was I talking about? Hold on, what's going on there with that? There's nothing wrong with her. No, she's fine. She's fine. She's getting old. She's getting old. Alright. But I was thinking about Mokou this time around. Mostly because of, I was listening to that song, right? So, what is it about Mokou's character, right? Whoa. Froman, but he's not Koishi? That's definitely Froman, alright, though. Only motherfucker that still use that item. But as you know with, Mokou's entire character... Well, I say her entire character, but a character is motivated by vengeance towards Kaguya. And the fact of the matter is, I don't think that Mokou's grudge against Kaguya is even the slightest bit justified. But I also understand why it is that Mokou is so, adamant about this. Because I feel like without that driving force, Mokou would not be all there upstairs. And I was thinking about this as well, because I was, when I was reading Dungeon Meshi, right? There was a chapter about a group of immortals. There's a chapter about a group of immortals in the dungeon who, they can't, they can't die. But they still carry out their daily lives, their daily routines, even though they don't need to, because you know, they feel like if they didn't try to maintain some semblance of humanity, they would go insane. And I thought about that. It's like, yeah, I guess when you're alive for a long time, you know, maybe you start to lose touch on those kinds of things. And I know that one of the ways that Kaguya is often portrayed in like early renditions of like fan stuff, Kaguya could be portrayed as a few different things, but one that I did definitely see quite a few times was the idea that she had gone essentially insane from her long life. I mean, her theme is called Lunatic Princess after all, right? So the idea that a long life will eventually lead you to ruin kind of deal. So I thought about it. Whoa, that was a crazy shot. Holy fuck. What the? That was wild. I see Hina over there. So that's Alice. Pop. What do you call it? Go, Hina, go. Timber. No, so it made me think about, it made me think of it from Mokou's perspective a little bit. Like, Mokou, oh my good lord, dude, that didn't just happen. Mokou, as we know, is an immortal who went around a lot because she had she really didn't have a choice but to be a wanderer. And eventually, she settled within Gensokyo itself, where she ended up meeting back up with Kaguya. But as we know, what motivated Mokou to, like, actually continue living... Well, I say continue living, but the one driving thing that kept Mokou going was her hatred towards Kaguya. But when you think about it, what did Kaguya actually do to Mokou to earn that level of scorn from her? And the truth is, not much. Not much at all. See, here's the thing. Kaguya, as we know, the story is that Mokou's father wanted to marry Kaguya, and Kaguya gave him an impossible task and basically embarrassed him. And Mokou took that personally, and I guess she set out to get revenge on Kaguya for making a mockery of her father. But what I find interesting is that while it's not really said anywhere in fine print or anything like that, but because Mokou is the Fujiwara, like Mokou's based on an actual known family, right? But the way she seems to be treated, it seems like she was an unwanted child, kind of deal. So Mokou was someone who was not wanted by her family. So maybe, you know, maybe her idea was that she wanted to get vengeance on Kaguya to earn some sort of acceptance from her father, because, you know, she's only a child, right? I don't know how old she was at the time of all this happening, but it's pretty clear that she was not exactly the favorite in the family, right? So then we know what happens, where she ends up declaring revenge. She wants some revenge on Kaguya. And then time passes, and the Emperor gets his hands on an elixir. An unspecified elixir to most people, but the Emperor knows what it is. So Mokou ends up following behind the group that's heading to dispose of it, because somehow she became aware of the knowledge that it was given to the Emperor by Kaguya. So it was something related to Kaguya, so that's why Mokou pursued it. And as we know what happened at the end of that, Mokou ended up taking the elixir for herself and becoming immortal. Now, here's the question. Does Mokou blame Kaguya for her own immortality? I'm actually unsure about this. I know that Mokou blames or is angry at Kaguya for what she did to her father. But does Mokou blame Kaguya for Moko's own immortality. I assume she does. Mokou killed a guy. Yes, she did. She did kill a guy. I assume she does because, like I said, I don't think that Mokou would be able to carry on the way like a normal human being if she didn't have something grounding her. A reason for her existence. Because as we know, Mokou is a character who is actively seeking to die. She harbors great regret for her actions, and she wishes to die. That is the truth of her character. But maybe it wasn't always like that, right? Maybe it wasn't always like that. But now it is. But also what keeps Mokou sane is her rather fiery desire to, I don't know if I call it fiery desire, but her dislike of Kaguya is something that keeps her going. It gives her a very single-minded target for her emotions, so she doesn't have to think about things as much. That kind of deal. So obviously, I don't think that I think the feelings that Mokou has towards Kaguya are completely unjustified, because for one, like, there was no reason for her to seek restoring her father's honor. And obviously, Kaguya was not to blame for Mokou drinking the elixir. Blaming Kaguya for that is kind of like, what's the best equivalency here? The idea that it's Kaguya's fault that Mokou became immortal is like if I bought a drink and was like, don't drink this, and I put it on the table and went to the bathroom, and then you drank it, and you were like, bro, I fucking hate this drink. Why did you buy this? Like, why are you angry at me? You drank my drink, you dumbass. It wasn't for you. Why'd you drink it? That's the kind of like forehead reasoning for that. But as I said earlier, the reason Mokou hangs so heavily on this belief that like it's Kaguya's fault is rooted in her, you know, her just trying to find some kind of coping mechanism for what's happened to her. Oh, that was a wild shot. And as we know now, like in Gensokyo, they still have fights with each other. They still like fight each other, but as we've seen through different things, Mokou has definitely mellowed out a lot in terms of Kaguya, for sure. Like, there's the fact that Mokou at one point ends up eavesdropping on the Aente group and hearing talk about them returning to the moon, to which Mokou actually expresses a bit of worry on that. But then well, not really worry, but she ends up feeling relieved after hearing that, like, Kaguya is not going anywhere. Because despite how she feels about Kaguya, Kaguya is the only person in the world who truly understands the Mokou's plight as an immortal. Yoink. Oh my god, dude. So there is some weird sense of kinship between them like that. Maybe it's only one-sided. Kaguya probably just messes with Mokou because Mokou messes with her. That's how I see that. Because, like, Kaguya obviously has no reason to be so aggressive towards Mokou, but she probably finds some joy in somebody like that, so she just fucks around with him. So, obviously, they don't necessarily hate each other, because Kaguya has no reason to hate Mokou. There's simply no reason for her to hate Mokou at all, but she probably just humors the idea of it because it's something to do with her long life. Because as we know, Kaguya is somebody who actively seeks new and interesting things to satisfy her curiosity, because she has nothing else to do in life until the inevitable end of time, right? That kind of deal. Also, I'm pretty sure in CDS it's mentioned that Kaguya likes to sneak out to the human village and Mokou helps her out with that. So, their relationship is definitely better. I feel like their relationship is the kind of relationship where Mokou just gets angry at her a lot, but Kaguya doesn't like pay any attention to that and just like, just, you know, interacts with her, but also likes to push her buttons because Kaguya has known her for so long. So they have a bit of a dynamic like that, where Kaguya is not actually angry about like anything Mokou does, but she just likes to push her buttons because she finds Mokou's reactions humorous. And also maybe Kaguya sees a similar sees Mokou slightly similar to the way that Mokou feels about her. Somebody in the world, there's somebody in the world who is suffering the same curse that you are. So even when all is said and done, they will still be around. It's kind of a sad thing, you know? But on one hand, it is, I guess it's kind of nice. It's kind of nice for them to know that even when everything is gone, and done with, both of them will still exist. Both of them will still have each other's company. Kaguya does have Eren, yes. Kaguya does have Eren, but Eren treats Kaguya differently than Mokou does. Eren treats Kaguya like, you know, like a sheltered child. And as we know, Kaguya is naturally curious and quite explorative. She does... Oh my god. She does things and stuff. Mokou is another immortal who will treat her a lot, you know, like a person than Eren does. And Kaguya is not really stuck up. I know Kaguya is a moon princess, but she doesn't come off as nearly as stuck up as Eren does. Eren definitely has her head in the fucking lunar clouds with how great she is. But I never feel like you get that same level of unfounded lunar pride from Kaguya of all the Lunarian characters. To me, Kaguya just, you know, she's just like a curious child. But I think that might have to do with the fact that Kaguya's upbringing also influenced how she feels about Earth as a whole. Since, as we know, Kaguya is based off the story of the bamboo, like, Flight of the Bamboo Cutter, right? So Kaguya in Touhou is the Kaguya of folklore. And when Kaguya originally came from the moon, she was banished from the moon, and, you know, she was taken in by that elderly couple, and she gifted them the elixir of immortality, to which they declined because they didn't want to live forever. So that interaction, we don't have much information on what Kaguya was doing with in that sense. Now, obviously, we know the story of what happens, and we can attribute what happened there to what happened to Kaguya. But at the same time, we've never really seen how the Kaguya that we know in Touhou experienced her time on Earth with that old couple. But I like to think that it did influence her view on the world positively. So she does have a better opinion of, like, Earth dwellers than Eren would, because Eren still, like, Eren definitely has an attitude. But I feel like you never see that attitude from Kaguya, whether it's because Kaguya just doesn't really talk very much at all, or because Kaguya's opinion on the Earth is nicer by Lunarian standards due to her own experiences on Earth. Cool. Every time, dude. Oh, okay. Haha! Ho ho! I haven't seen that one in a while. So yeah, that's just what was on my mind as of recent. Just thinking about those characters, mostly Mokou. But by talking about Mokou, it made me think about Kaguya as well. Kaguya is not my favorite character. She's far from my favorite character. But I don't really have any gripes with her, to be honest with you. I guess I feel like she's just underutilized. Because every single time that Kaguya would show up as a character, Eden's always there to step in and be like, "Hi, I'm Eden. I'm going to be talking now." And so Kaguya just takes a backseat to everything because Eden exists to handle everything that Kaguya is involved in. Well, that was lucky. And I'm not really a huge Eden fan anyway. The most expressive we've ever seen Kaguya is in Inaba of the Moon, Inaba of the Earth. That Kaguya, that's my favorite Kaguya, personally. That's the Kaguya who's very curious about the world around her and actively, you know, actively engages in different activities to discover, like, new things. That is my favorite Kaguya. My least favorite Kaguya is definitely the crazy one. The crazy bitch. But that's what I like about Kaguya. But as I said, I don't feel like Kaguya gets a lot of screen time because almost any situation where Kaguya could show up, she is immediately overtaken by Eden's inclusion because Eden is the character who is going to be more involved in the plot because she's Eden. She's fucking the moon lady. She's the super powerful moon lady. Yoink. Lucky times 2. Lunarians, man. They're all stuck up. You know, that actually brings me up on another thing I was thinking about as well. I may have mentioned this before on stream. But chat, what do you think about characters who are underutilized? Now, I'm not saying overrated, because I think the term overrated and underrated have completely lost their meaning over the years. But I'm talking characters that are underutilized. Characters with cool abilities that just don't show up anymore. And to me, I think one of the biggest examples of an underutilized character, in my opinion, is Kain. I don't really understand why Kain never gets to show up in anything, considering her ability and her ties to the human village. Which, by the way, the human village was the biggest aspect of Forbidden Scrollery, and Kain probably showed up in one chapter as, like, just a plot device. Why would Kain not be more involved in the events of the human village? And considering her ability and the fact that she's half yokai living in the human village, and, like, you know, she cares so deeply for the humans of the village, like, why does she not get to do anything? Wow. Yeah, I guess you're with a series that big, underutilized characters are part and parcel. But my personal opinion, Kain is definitely up there in terms of characters who I think could be utilized in a lot of different things that have shown up, considering her relationship to the human village, but she just doesn't. And I don't know why. I don't know why she just doesn't show up. Joon ended up making a bunch of other characters to represent the interests of the human village instead of using one that he already had, and she ended up just, like, basically taking a backseat to all of them. Now, that's not to say I dislike Aku or Kozusu. They're actually some of my favorite characters. But I don't understand why he already had an existing character in that position and just never really did anything with her. Boing. Well, that just didn't work at all, did it? Alright. Like, there are a lot of characters who don't get a lot of things to do, but how many of those characters are actually relevant to Gensokyo as a whole? Like, I can sit here and talk about how Rumiya never shows up, but let's be real here, chat. What the fuck does Rumiya do? Like, right? If Rumiya shows up, what is she doing? What is she bringing to the table? What is it that Rumiya could possibly do to actually, like, be a full-scale, like, actual interesting event, so to speak? You know? I would love to see Rumiya. I would. But I don't know how you get Rumiya... That's wild. I got a key. There is her ribbon, yeah, that's one thing. That is one thing. But Rumi is just an example, right? You could also say the same about Chirno. Like, what does Chirno do? If Chirno shows up, well, I mean, Chirno's a popular character anyway, but let's try a different character. Let's talk about Letty. Letty's a character who doesn't show up ever, but if she showed up in winter and actually utilized her powers, she could cause an incident. Would I say she's underutilized? Not really, because it's very specific where she can show up and where she is effective at. But if, you know, she is a character who could be, like, brought back in a way and utilized. But with Rumia's case, I can't really think of anything you could do to put Rumia into a situation and have it be, like, a big deal. But in Kane's case, like, as I said, she is a big part of the human village, and her ability and her ties to it and whatnot is something that can be, like, it is very relevant against Sokyo as a whole, yet she never shows up. I am really loving that the game just stopped working, so I'm going to click the X, and I can't get out of here. Am I going to get penalized? Am I going to get penalized for that? I hope not. Hold on. Reopen the game. Alright, it's fine. I think it's fine anyway. Alright, back in. Kaboom. Extra. This is an extra stage, really? Huh. I didn't realize it counted. Okay. Goodbye, Hina. What am I talking about? But yeah, characters. So there are definitely situations you can think of to make a character be involved in the overarching plot of the series. But in my opinion, Kane is one who could show up a lot because of where she is in the lore, right? She is a character who could show up in a lot of different stories and works because she is rooted in the human village. That is where she is. Boing. But she just doesn't. She just doesn't. She just never shows up for one reason or another, and it's kind of sucky. Got that sushi. Got that shit out of there. Okay. Eiki could be a bigger character. I don't know. Yeah, the hook doesn't seem to grab Hina anymore. Either that or the hitbox on her is bad, but it doesn't seem to want to grab her. Eiki is a character who can drop a lot of exposition and really dive into the faults of existing characters, which is actually an aspect of her that I really like. I like the idea that Eiki kind of delves into how characters are and how they feel. Like when she talks to Racen, for example, about how Racen feels about her abandoning the moon like that. Stuff like that. That's what makes Eiki interesting, but Eiki doesn't really do much else but that. Which, it's fine from a writing perspective, I suppose. It's cool to see the faults of the characters. Coin's gonna stop rolling any day now. That's kinda lame. Slide! Slide, Hina, slide! Okay. Eiki's profession makes it difficult to slide her in. Yeah, that makes sense. That does make sense. But there are some characters that get written in regardless of how, you know, regardless of how much sense it makes. I do think that for the most part, Joon does do a good job incorporating his characters naturally in a story to make sense. But I also feel like some characters show up a lot, not because it makes sense, but just because Joon wants to include them. Like, Joon's favoritism extends to characters with short brown hair and glasses. You can try and tell me I'm wrong, but I'm not. Once is a coincidence, 2 times is a pattern. Alright? So that's how I feel on that. Are you cock? That's so unfortunate. I can't believe I lost that. Oh well. Kinda lame. You know who he should have bias towards? Characters with orange hair and drills. Maybe then I could understand him a little better, but right now I don't see eye to eye. I don't see eye to eye with the creator. I don't see him. That's like one character? Huh? You know, Suika exists, right? You know she's got, like, horns that are basically drills, right? Don't tell me you didn't know. Wow, that hook just doesn't grab Hina. Alright. Man, why does the hook no longer grab the Hina? Her hairs aren't drills, only the horns are drill-like? What are you talking about? What the hell are you talking about? Whoops. It never did? Are you serious? I didn't know that. Fly, Hina. Fly. Oh, I jobbed it. Nope, Joon hates all characters with red hair because they don't get any screen time. Raiko, not a real character. Doesn't exist. Raiko's not a real character. Komachi got screen time, but then she was shelved. Yumemi's not a real character anymore. It's unbelievable, man. Do a head spin. Look at her go. Whoosh. Man, you fucked that shot up so badly. Aw, now look what you've done. Head spin, baby, head spin. Sekibanki, basically not even a real character, dude. Fake character at this point. Hello? Goddamn! Wow. Oh. Komachi. Characters' hair colors often represent the moods that they portray. You notice that? Characters with red hair are often more outgoing and passionate. Fiery. You know, that kind of idea. That redheads are fiery. And then you have characters that are blonde, which are usually a mix of whatever. Excitable, calm, refined, British. That's a big one. Usually they're British. But what does orange hair signify? I don't know a lot of characters with orange hair. Maybe it's just the primary colors that are the ones that tend to be the most like attributed to personality tropes, because they're the most common ones. That makes the most sense to me. Otherwise, it's just whatever, right? But yeah, red and yellow and blue. Colors that represent personalities. But you don't need to follow them. You know, you can have a hot-headed character with a head of like green hair. You can have a red-headed character who is super quiet. Actually, now that I think about it, chat, are there any characters that have red hair that are like ridiculously meek? I cannot think of any examples. I can't think of any examples of a Sekibanki. Well, Sekibanki's not meek. She's just rude. She's quiet and rude. But I'm talking more like, you know, shy, meek, doesn't really know how to hold a conversation. Sekibanki isn't like that. She's just a bit of an asshole. That's all. Talking about the kind of character goes, ah, wah, 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 wah. That kind of character. Oh, from right out under her, dude. Right out under her. What are you doing? There's no bad hair color. You know, when it comes to anime, there's a lot of like wacky hair colors that are just perceived as normal, everyday hair colors. And chat, when I was a teenager, I thought that shit was awesome. But I'll be real with ya, there ain't nothing wrong with a normal head of brown hair. A normal head of black hair. There is nothing wrong with the basics, that's for sure. You know, anime can be whatever it wants. It's magical. It's anime. Wee-leedle-leedle-oo. But sometimes you just can't beat the basics. I fucking love the changes to my character. They're so good. They're great changes. I get to deal with that being shit for like 2-3 weeks. Maybe the devil reconsider his choice. Make a better option out of it. We'll see. Mailing is kind of meek. Mailing doesn't have red hair. And if you call her a redhead because her hair is orange, I will slap you. You know what I mean when I say red hair. I'm talking about real red hair. I'm talking about Kai. Stag Beetle Girl. Mailing's hair is not that red. Okay, the soccer hair color is wrong. Oh, that didn't work. No. No. Mailing. That's nailing. Mailing. Tobo. Design. What? I want to name or design. Scarlet hair? Oh, I guess that makes sense. Now that shit does not look red to me at all. No, that doesn't look red. That looks orange, man. That looks orange. What are you talking about? When I see red hair, I'm thinking Komachi and Raiko. You can't tell me that Mailing's hair color is the same red like that. That shit like orange. Nope, that's orange. It's orange. Oh man, I don't believe it. Nope. I don't believe it. It's all lies. It's all propaganda. Oren's hair is red. Mei Ling's hair is orange. You think you won with that shot? Because you did. It's how Remy has blue and purple hair? What you talking about? Koishius was silver and green? Her hair's not silver, it's green. I can't simply refuse. I can refuse because you're wrong. You're wrong. You're stinky. That's also stinky. God damn it. No. No, Oren's hair is red and Mei Ling's hair is orange. I don't believe this. What? I can't believe this. I'm gonna search Oren right now. You can't tell me that Oren's hair is more red than or less red than Mei Ling's. I just can't believe that. What the hell is happening here? That was an accident, but it worked. No way. No. Nope. Her hair is red. Yes, it's red. Oren's hair is red. Boing. Mei Ling's hair is not red. No, shut up. Shut up. It's not red. It's orange. It's orange. It's a combination of orange and red, but it's more orange than red. All right, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it, because I'm right and you're wrong. This hair is orange. Jun's hair is orange. Nope. Nope. 5 years, man. 5 years. No way Mei Ling's got red hair. She's not a redhead. Nope. Nope, her hair's orange. Nope. Mixed? I'll give you that. It's mixed. Oh my god. I'll give you that it's mixed, but it's definitely more orange than red. Oh, you think you're real good. Oren's hair is dark orange and Mei Ling's hair is light red. Boy, you cooked. You straight up cooked. That just ain't that way. Nope. You wrong. You simply are incorrect. Nope. No, I'm correct here. Listen, I'm the streamer. I am contractually obligated to be correct in my opinions, which means I'm obviously right here. Oh, what a shot. Yoink. Cha-cha. Ah-cha-cha-cha. I can't believe this is the conversation we're having right now. What were we even talking about? What were we talking about before? Oh shit. Oh shit. You can't argue with the streamer because as soon as you argue with the streamer, you get banned. So therefore, there's no actual argument to any of my claims. This is what it means to be powerful. Uh-oh. Huh. Okay. I will disagree with you, streamer. Oh, you're trying to catch that 10 minutes? Alright, you better watch yourself. Better watch what you say. Might catch a stray. I tried to cancel my shot. I don't even know what I threw down there. Huh. Oops. What is even going on? Can't be bald. Can't be bald. Wee 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 wee. Why does that box have a ball in it? No. Throw the bar. Chat, what color is Oku's hair? What color is Oku's hair? How did that just happen? It's black. Yes. Yes, it's black. But look at this, all right? Chat gave me a hard time for this before. I want you to look at this. That's clearly the color brown. That is clearly the color brown. Clearly. Now her hair is black. I know. That looks brown too, but it's black. Her hair is black. Her hair is dark black. But in the Satori game, it looks like brown. So when I said her hair was brown in the Guess Who, and Oku said no, I was like, what? What do you mean? Your hair is clearly brown there. And chat was like, no, it's black. That's clearly black. And you go look at a picture of Oku from Touhou 12, Touhou 11. That's the one. Go look at a picture from Oku from her game and tell me how that shade of black is the same as the other shade of black. Go ahead. Fucking go for it. Go for it. Go find it right now. Tell me how that's the same shade of black. Whack ass. Now that's funny. Whee! Hair colors! Her hair is black, but in the game I was playing where I was staring at Oku's head, I saw brown. What color is Chirno's hair, huh? Chirno's hair is blue. Has Chirno's hair never not been blue? Her essay hair color is arguably brown too? There's just no fucking way you said that. There's just no way you said that. Actually, it is kind of brown. But that's the lighting more than anything. That's like the glow effect on her. God, I hate this. I hate this. I hate this so much. I hate this. Hair colors, man. You know the hardest hair colors to get right are the ones on the characters with pink hair. Don't cry, Joon. I know. They're all silly. They're all silly boys, but it's okay. You don't have to weep for them. Oh. Go Hina, go Hina, go Hina, go Hina, go Hina, go Hina. God damn it. Nobody can agree on hair colors. Nobody can agree on hair colors. Jun's hair is this color. Look at that color. That looks right. I'd say it looks right. Jun's hair color is usually like... Jun's hair color is always a very similar shade of orange. Sometimes it's darker, sometimes it's lighter. It depends. But it's still like orange. It's still very clearly orange. Koishi's hair is green. The only time I've seen Koishi with not green hair was like like the essay art, because it has so much silver highlights to it that it almost doesn't look green. But it is green. I like this hook. Satori is an interesting one because Satori's hair color was like basically purple in essay, and then every other piece of media that ever came out afterwards made her hair closer to pink. I've never seen anyone... I've never really... Well, I mean, I've seen fan art, of course, but I've never seen, like, Satori's hair color change back to what it was in essay. Her essay hair color is very, very dark compared to, like, everything else you'll see of the character. Damn. Remy's a big one. Remy's hair is very light blue in EOSD. And then, like, for some reason, it turned closer to purple. And now you have Remy rocking 2 different hair colors. Personally, I'm a fan of the light blue version. But the purple one's still fine. Purple one's still fine. It's just kind of weird how she managed to, like, end up with 2 different hair colors. And then you got Reimu. Then you got Reimu. What color is Reimu's hair? Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I don't know. you pick Reimu in the game, and her art has brown hair, and then her player sprite is very clearly black hair. And it's like, what happened? What the hell was that? Oh. Oh man. No, Reimu's hair is brown. Reimu's hair is brown. But for some reason, her character sprite has black hair, and sometimes you see other people have her with black hair. She has black hair in PCB, I think. Pretty sure she does. I don't remember. Does Joon not draw black hair Reimu? You go look at it. Sometimes he does. And the player sprite for Reimu clearly has black hair. But she has brown hair in like pretty much all media. I don't know why. I don't know why. Don't ask me, I didn't make the fucking character. Her 18 art looks pretty black. Yeah. But then look at 17's art. It's brown and it's black, dude. It fucking changes. I don't know why. Why does it change so much? Actually, now that I think about it, chat, what was the explanation to Marissa's different hair color in Touhou 18's cover? Why does she look like that? I never actually figured out the reason, if that was in the game or not. She has red eyes, light blonde hair, and then like rainbow buttons. Ouch. Hair colors are always so hard to get right. Sometimes they're just off enough that it like bothers you when it probably shouldn't bother you, but it bothers you anyway. I've seen that before, you know. Sometimes the hair color is just slightly off, and you're just like, no, man, you gotta like, you can't be doing that. You can't be doing that. What? You can't get the hair color wrong. I don't think that's gonna do anything. Ah well. Whoosh. Sometimes Joon art doesn't even survive like the creative process for a character. Case in point, fucking Satori. Satori's art, as we established, her art in SA is very purple, and then everything else after that was very pink. It's just like, what? What happened here? I don't know. There doesn't need to be any significance to her color change on the title. I really don't know what it was. What the hell are we doing right now? What the... Sooner or later, this is gonna give, and we're gonna find out what happens. Well, found out what happens. You know, I really didn't think that would grab the seesaw. Somehow, it didn't even occur to me that it could possibly do that, because I've never seen the hook used on that stage before. How about that? You again. Boing. Amazing. Amazing. Hacha. You know, I wonder how Joon comes up with his designs for, like, outfits. Because sometimes... Nice. I don't think, like, Joon's outfits are... I wouldn't say they're anything super overly complex, but I feel like there are definitely some characters whose outfits are very impractical. Like, well, I mean... Oh, no, I wouldn't say Marissa. I'd say Marissa's outfit is probably one of the most... of the main characters, anyway. Her outfit's pretty normal. Granted, it's a witch's outfit, but, like, it's not crazy. But then you got Reimu's outfit. What the fuck is Reimu wearing? Reimu's supposed to be wearing Shrine Maiden clothes. I don't know what it is Reimu's wearing, but it is definitely not Shrine Maiden clothes. She's wearing some weird, something or other. And we're just like, we just have accepted that it's what Shrine Maidens wear. Reimu has changed our perception of Shrine Maiden gear as a whole. But a character like Akio and Kozusu are wearing pretty standard stuff. Kane's stuff wearing not anything too crazy. Mokou's got puffy pants and a long sleeve shirt. Kaguya's in a very long dress. Raisin's in a blazer and a skirt. Like, those outfits aren't too crazy. But then you got, let's see, for example, a character with a wacky-ass outfit. Not Alice. I feel like Alice makes her own clothes. Not even Joon. Keiki, or not Keiki, Shimada. Yeah. Shimada's outfit is whack. Hina has been bribed. Shimada has a very wacky outfit. I don't know how Tsukasa's outfit works. No, Hikate's outfit isn't really wacky. Sure, it's weird because of what it is, but it's still just a t-shirt and a skirt, right? Clown Piece is wearing a leotard. She's a bit goofy. She's wearing the flag as a leotard. But most characters' outfits are not too complex. What the hell? They're not too complex as far as their designs go. I don't know what just happened. Whoops. Tsukasa's outfit doesn't have a zipper. She just slides in from the leg hole and then puts the outfit on like that. Now that's a silly thought. Wow, lucky. But it also stands to question, obviously a lot of their outfits are different from what the normal like humans wear, right? They're not terribly different. Like Yoma looks like she's wearing a pretty standard outfit. But who makes their clothes, right? Do Touhou characters make their own clothes? Do they have a tailor to make their clothes for them? Boing. They all have the same, they all have multiple copies of the same outfit. Nue's outfit isn't weird. She just has holes in the back for her wings. Same with, like, characters with tails. That's a common one that comes up in fiction, and it's usually just holes in the back or an open back outfit, so the wings can spread without tearing the fabric. It's a classic one. I don't know why I did that, as if I didn't know that was gonna happen. Whatever, it's a win. But like every character, right? What happens to Rumia's clothes when they get dirty because she crashes into a fucking tree? Does she go and buy more? How does Rumia procure more clothes? Like how does a character like Rumia get clothes, right? Maybe she's like Bayonetta. What if Rumia is like Bayonetta and her clothes are just the darkness that surrounds her? So she's basically wearing a bodysuit. Oh god. This is weird. Oh no, I failed. Didn't have to do that. When Mokou resurrects, her clothes come back. She's got talismans on them that make them resistant to fire, so she doesn't burn them away. But also, the talismans also must function as a revival or restore talisman or something like that. I'm just guessing. I'm just guessing, though. Who knows for sure? Boing. Sometimes Mei-ling wears pants and sometimes she doesn't. What's up with that one? Wow. Clothes are just an expected thing on a character's design, and you're not supposed to read too hard into why the clothes they have exist in the way they do. You really shouldn't anyway. But, you know, you think about these things, it's like, how do these characters procure clothing? Who is Gensokyo's tailor? Who made Joon's jacket? Huh? That shit is, like, professionally made. She didn't make it herself. Joon doesn't do that. She could if she tried. But, like, where did Joon get her flashy jacket? Where'd it come from? Fix your posture. Stand up straight, Joon. Yeah. Things can show up in the outside from the outside world. So she can get them, like, shops can have stuff like that. But when it comes to outfits, they have multiple outfits, right? Multiple of the same outfits. So where are they coming from? How does it work? That's the question on everyone's mind. Oh no. Ah. Ha. Nice. Renosuke makes everyone's clothes in Lost Word. Yeah, but Lost Word is also a game that spits on everything that Touhou has tried to establish with its characters. Chat, did you know that Komachi references cryptocurrency in that game? I bet you didn't know that. One of her home dialogue messages is she talks about how the cost for the ferry. You know how the cost to cross the river is they have to pay a certain amount of money, and you know how we've established that money when you die, money is converted from how people feel about the tragedy of your loss. Basically, you have money as a phantom based on how many people care that you are gone. That's how your money exists in the afterlife. Material possessions and actual wealth do not carry over. But, well, the writers at Lost Word don't give a fuck about that because they just make Komachi talk about how phantoms are coming in with digital currency. Because that's how that works. So, yeah. That's pretty cool, right? Komachi talks about phantoms coming over from the other side with cryptocurrency, with stuff like that. Whereas in order to actually have money for the fair, it comes from something completely irrelevant to actual money. But, you know, we gotta get that crypto reference in there. So yeah, that's the kind of thing that Lost Word does. Pretty not great, in my opinion. Pretty cool for it to just shit on actual like folklore in the interest of making a pop culture reference. And that's what the characters are. They're vessels for references. Because the people playing the game don't actually give a fuck about what the characters are, what they stand for, or even the lore that they are a part of. Because, you know, the whole point of Touhou in the first place was to, you know, portray this kind of folklore and stuff in a fun environment. But we don't need that anymore. We don't know that anymore. Anyway, here's my bored ape. You didn't even need to give him the orange. It's important that you don't regard anything you see in Lost Word as canon. Yes, that is very important. Very important. Because most of the way they write their characters can be quite inaccurate, to say the least. The inaccuracies of some characters, I'd say something like, oh, it borders on fanfiction, but I think that people who write fanfiction probably care a little bit more about the characters they're working with. Thank you, Jackal, for the raid. I almost missed that. It almost scrolled past. Thank you. Whoa. Alright. Boing. Okay. Bum bum. Fall, Hina. Fall. Fall! What the hell is happening? Huh. I see. Nice. Let us defend Lost Word. Yes. Leave my multi-million-dollar corporation alone. You better watch yourself. How dare you? Oh man. Anyone remember the last time a story card actually got story to it? Pretty sure the last 15 or so story cards to release on that game have had coming soon on them since their initial release, and they have not. That has not changed. I'm almost certain that hasn't changed yet for any of them. Well, Danmaku Kagura is shutting down because it was a game that didn't make you have to spend money. Lost Word is a lazy game. It's a lazy game that benefits from, you know, its gacha system, which is where the money comes from, which is why it stays afloat. The better your gacha game is, the more game your gacha game is, the less likely it has to survive. The more gacha your gacha game is, the more likely it is to survive. Okay. Goodbye, Hina. simply praying for its downfall. Dan Keg will be gone in a month. I don't know what's gonna happen to it. If they're gonna make a standalone version and sell it, I have no idea. We'll see though. That's a pretty good shot. Oh. That was great. They might do that. You're just gonna have to wait and see. A peak of design. Well, I mean, it's a cheerleader outfit. And it also emphasizes the part about Komachi that, well, most people are looking at. Even the default outfit does that. Lost Word is this weird combination of horny and anti-horny. But not even like anti-horny. It doesn't make any sense to me. It's like they're so deeply rooted in a PG-13 show. Well, this is weird, isn't it? Oh man, that sucks. It all started with Patchouly's ass. They had Joon in a tight red bodysuit. No, they had Joon in Panther's outfit from Persona 5. Oh, that... whoops. Damn. That outfit sucks, by the way. It's bad. It's actually kind of depressing to see it. She's a Phantom Thief, and she's wearing a red suit. Wow, it looks exactly like Panther from Persona 5. Didn't even fucking try to hide that one, did they? She's even got the same hairstyle. She's got the same goddamn hairstyle, dude. You gonna shoot her? Whoa, what's going on? Bro, I really tried. If I had hit that, would have been a whole different world. It's probably because Komachi is the same way as Patchouly, with the way the design is on the look of the character. There is a strong emphasis on a certain part of her body, and in her other outfit, it is very clear. It is very clear where that is, to a point where it's almost like it feels weird with how much emphasis is on it, despite there not supposed to be being that much emphasis on that kind of thing. But what can you do? I don't understand why Yorihime is similar, too. Not to Komachi. Similar to Patchy. I don't understand, man. Sometimes they really like giving characters scoliosis, just so I can see both the front and the back, but, like, as soon as you do that, I just kind of like, bro, you alright? You don't look so good. You look like you're in bad shape. Should I get you like a chiropractor or something? You know the old saying, a bird in one hand is worth two in the bush? That applies to this situation, you know? Pick one or the other. Don't try and do both. Because when you try to do both, they both look bad. Emphasize 1. I know that art is kind of common, but I'm just saying, when I see it, I can't help but think about how, like, the spine contorts in such a way that it does not look very pleasant. Are you serious, Hina? How did you even do that? How did you do that? Hina? Oh, you didn't win yet. Oh, this is so stupid. Pain. Pain. Like, Noir, when I play Fire Emblem Heroes, Noir's art, her summer art had a similar issue. Where it just, you know... Noir is known for her top, but they really wanted to show her bottom, so they twisted her body, and it looked painful more than anything. And, you know, I'm not trying to be that guy who's like, oh, where are her organs because you drew, like, double Z cups. I don't fucking care what size you do. But I am saying that a sense of realism can be kind of important sometimes. And when you break someone's spine to show off things, it makes me not care about the things you're showing off. It makes me care about their fucking spine. No Hina worm for you. Oh, it didn't work out. That's fine. No! That was my strategy! God damn it. Summer Noir reminded me why my spine is important to my body. That's what it reminded me of. Pwah. Look at him go. This orange is actually incredibly annoying because it cancels my effects. Are you telling me you're catching the annoying orange in 2022? This is what your life has turned into. Sorry to hear that. Whee! What the hell? That's a new one. Holy fuck, that's a new one. Alright, that's fine. It's okay. What do I even do in this situation? Push her so far into the middle that the game goes to a draw. I got it. Ho, ho, ho. So this is what we're doing. I double-clicked by accident. Oops. Yeah, I'm never ready for that. Fuck, I missed. Gacha game plots. Lamau. LMAO! Gacha game plots never end because if they do, the gacha game ends. So you just get more and more and more and more trivial bullshit and new characters show up. Lost Word's writing to me is always... I enjoyed it a little bit at first because I thought it was humorous, but it quickly got on my nerves because of how imperative my character is to the story when my character is, like, does fucking nothing. My character exists to hold a book and be included in the conversation when I have no business being a part of the conversation. It doesn't make me feel engaged to the characters in any sense at all. It makes me feel like a fucking weirdo. Nice. You could write an interesting story with just the characters involved, but they keep trying to get you, John player, involved, and it's not done in a very like fluid way. It just feels intrusive. Kind of sucky. Down you go. Lost Word writing is usually just, it's usually just taking one single aspect of the character and making it their entire personality. Which isn't always a bad thing, because some of the characters don't actually have personalities anyway. But my main gripe with it is how inclusive it wants to be with me as the player character. That's my issue with it. I hate how the game treats me. That's what I hate. The game treats me like I wouldn't be able to handle 5 seconds without being the center of attention. And like, I should just, every character in the series should just like me because I exist in their general vicinity. That kind of writing makes me cringe. I'm cringing. No rats. What rats? Ho. It's over, Anakin. I have the high ground. Crunch. Cringe. Reimu is lazy. It's not about that Reimu is lazy, it's about that Reimu is not a one-dimensional character. That's the problem. Welcome back, Mr. Alice. The issue is that instead of writing a character, they just focus on one aspect of them, and that's the entire character. That's the problem. Reimu has a lot of aspects to her character that have been defined over the years. That looked weird. There are a lot of aspects to Reimu's personality that have been developed and explored throughout the years of Touhou. So just breaking her down to a one trick kind of character is kind of, you know, it's kind of lame, especially for a character like Reimu. Reimu is one of those characters that has a lot of going for her in terms of how she's like been throughout the years with her personality and her, you know, her vices and all that. Some characters don't have that, so they are victims of one-track personalities, but not Reimu. They wrote a trait, not a character. Yeah. Yeah. Sounds about right. I like Reimu for everything that she is. I like Reimu as a strong character. I like Reimu as a greedy character. I like her as a lazy character. I like her as an indifferent character. She is a character who has many different aspects to her that all come together and create Reimu. That's what I like about Reimu. Yeah, Yuko's another one. Yuko is a character. Yuko has an incredibly, like, depressing backstory to her character. Her role in the other world, why she's in the role she is. Her friendship with Yukari, how she met Yukari. Her relationship with the Konpakus. You know, there are a lot of different things to Yuko. We know that Yuko is someone who acts very, you know, she acts very, like, friendly and a bit over the top, but deep down she's a bit of an aloof character for sure. She is a very, I wouldn't say a serious character, but she is smarter. She's definitely like more, I don't know the best way to say this at all. But you know what I mean? She puts on an act with how she presents herself. She's trying to have fun, but we know that the kind of character she is. Wait, didn't that just happen? But then you get to fanon stuff. You get to fanon stuff for Yuyuko, and fanon stuff focuses on, oh, one time she talked to Mistia and seemed like she was gonna eat her, and that becomes the backbone of Yuyuko's character. Now, I'm not saying Yuyuko likes to eat is a bad character trait, but the thing is, it's not about the character trait. It's about the fact that the character becomes nothing but a trait. I have a similar issue with Chirno. I don't mind that fairies are portrayed with, like, you know, the intelligence of a child. I don't mind that Chirno is portrayed like that specifically. But I mind when her entire character is dumb. That's her whole character. Her whole character is to be so obviously dumb that it's just kind of like, oh. That's how I feel about that. Because all of the fairies are like that. All the fairies have less intelligence than like an average adult human. That's the word I was looking for. Average adult. I keep trying to say man, like average adult man. Human works better. You know what I mean? So like all the fairies are similar in that regard, where they're not that bright, but they're just having a good time. But Chirno always gets extra special treatment to portray her as a Dumbo. And depending on how you write that, it's not oh, this is a new one. Depending on how you write that, it's not like that interesting to me. I like watching the three fairies get up into their antics because they are goofballs. They are goofballs. Oh, we're doing this again, huh? Okay. But I don't think any of the three of them are written quite as on the nose as Chirno is whenever Chirno gets involved. Chirno always ends up having to be the butt of the joke for these kinds of things for some reason. But you know, you can still write Chirno in a way that shows her intelligence being on the, you know, bit of a dummy head. You can write Chirno being a dummy head, but you don't have to be so on the nose about it. That's a weird stage. Okay. Flandre is a pretty big one. Oh, not again. Flandre is definitely a character who has gone through multiple fan interpretations of her character, and I don't really mind too many of them. I'm not a fan of ultra-violent Flandre. I like squishy Flandre because, well, I just enjoy squishy characters anyway. But that's not to say I dislike Flandre. I actually like canon Flandre. The idea that Flandre in canon from CDS reminds me of her sister. But maybe a little more arrogant and a little more cruising for a fight kind of deal than her sister. But as we know, Remilia in canon has been portrayed as having a lot of childish quirks to her as well. Like her, you know, not being a fan of certain vegetables and stuff like that. So there are childish aspects to Remy's character that are often explored in canon. But Flandre, from what we've seen of her, doesn't seem nearly as ill-refined. But also, she's definitely, like, as we know, she's in the basement of her own volition. All of her needs are taken to, but she's also cruising for a fight. Okay. I don't mind that interpretation of Flan. And hell, that's the canon Flan, right? That's what Flan is. Maybe if we had... See, the thing is that's really different about Flan and Remilia is there are similarities to how they conduct themselves. Like, there are definitely instances... Whoa, Jesus. There are instances where Remilia definitely conducts herself similarly to how Flan conducts herself there, but the difference is that Remy has had many, many, many different works to build up her character more. Whereas Flandre literally showed up for like a chapter, tried to choke out Mei Ling, and that's all we really got of her. That's all we really got of her. So who knows? Maybe there are more quirks to Flandrae's personality that will surface eventually. But with how little writing was actually established to the character, we only really have what we have, right? Well, from what we know from the Omake as well, we know Flandrae doesn't go outside. All her needs are attended to. We also know that Flandrae has difficulty holding back. She definitely fights with a lot, like all of her strength. And Flandrae is also seemingly unaware that her meals are made of humans. So the Omake gives a little bit of information on Flan. She's definitely ignorant to the world around her, but she's willfully ignorant because she chooses to remain in the basement because everything she needs is pretty much there for her. But there is an amount of ignorance to the world around her for that. Thank you for the resub, Bike. Appreciate that. I'm not really sure what it is about Flandrae that exploded in popularity. Maybe it's because she's just, she's part of the SDM. Even though she doesn't show up nearly as much as the other characters, she still gets included a lot. And of course, she has the dynamic of being a sibling, of being Remy's sister, right? Her theme in the memes? Well, yeah, I guess that would definitely play a part in it for sure. But I'm just thinking, like, Mei Ling didn't get hit nearly as much. Mei Ling and Sakuya are, like, pretty equal in terms of representation in canon for how little they're represented in the group that they're a part of. But Flandrae, as we know, has exploded as one of the most popular characters in the entire series, whereas Mei Ling, while certainly popular compared to most characters, is not nearly at the same level as Flan. So why was that? Was it just because of her theme, her situation? Who knows? Who knows for sure? All I know is that Flandrae is a very popular character with multiple different interpretations of how she conducts herself, ranging from violent lunatic to like squishy child. But it's not like that level of malleability was not present in other characters as well, right? If anything, you could say Remilia is the same. Remilia can also range from... Well, actually, I don't think... Remilia doesn't really strike me as psycho-lunatic, you know? Remilia has always been known to have an air of, a refined air to her. But also, she does have childish quirks. There are childish aspects to her personality that show through in different mediums. But I guess the idea is that Flandrae's rather like extra stage level assault of the extra, like EOS's extra stage shows that she was strong and not shy about showing it off. So that kind of translated into her being the kind of character who doesn't know how to hold back and goes all out no matter the situation, which causes her to be, when she's just playing around and trying to have fun, she takes it way, way too far for a lot of people to handle. This is gonna be weird, but it might work. Cool. Alright. Yeah, Remilia is a proper vampire. See, the thing I see it as, Flandrae never really needed to do that. That's one thing about Flandrae. Flandrae never really needed to do that in her life. Remilia took charge. Remilia took charge and became who she is. But Flandrae didn't really need to do the same as her sister, so she never really bothered with that kind of, keeping that kind of etiquette. Which is often why you see her portrayed as being more, wild, I suppose. That begs the question, though. Why are they the way they are, right? Is it just their different values? Why is it that Remilia took up such a, like... I don't know. Maybe it's because she's the head of the house. So she needed to actually have the kind of mannerisms that reflect that, whereas Flanre didn't need to, so she didn't give a fuck. I don't know, who can say? EOSD characters are pretty open-ended like that. They're pretty open-ended like that. That's what makes them attractive as writing as well, because there's a lot of open-ended aspects to them that you can utilize. It also helps that they were the only characters that existed for some time. Back at the height of the boom, right? That's another big thing. Oh, here we go. Playing it safe. Oh, played it too safe. Yeah, you think you got it, but you don't. You don't got it. Nice. Look at that. Kaboom. Who knows? It's pretty hard to predict which characters become popular and which ones don't. I'll tell you one thing, I didn't think Tsukasa was gonna be that popular. Now, I had a feeling that Sanyo wasn't gonna be popular in the slightest. But I also don't think it takes I don't think it takes a genius to figure that one out. Oh, I got the... Look at that, chat. I got the lucky chance where Hina does the different dance. It doesn't do anything special, but I got it. Hit him with that march. Kaboom. Kapow. Kablooey. Go this way. In hindsight, like, Tsukasa being a fox was definitely gonna add some points to her for sure. But I don't know, I just didn't really expect her to be... I don't know if she's the most popular character to come out of 18, but I would say she's definitely, like, top 3. It's probably her, all things considered. It's probably her. But yeah, Sanyo and Misumaru. Probably Sanyo. Sanyo's probably the least popular character to come from that game. Double lucky. It's Shimada if the poll's to go by. Okay, that makes sense. Shimada, Tsukasa, Megumu, Momoyo. Those are pretty powerful characters for sure. Ooh. Oh, that was a bad shot. That's fine. Tsukasa's second, only Megu's only 2 spots behind her. Alright, I see. God damn it. Okay. I think Takane will get a boost of popularity because 18.5. Probably? But I don't know how much of a boost it would be. Because obviously when characters show up in recent games, they definitely have more of an impact on people's more, like, recency bias kind of deal, right? The characters you see recently, the ones that stick to your mind the most, and it's probably a little bit like that. Takane didn't really do anything, like, terribly special, but she'll probably, you know, go up a little bit in some people just by the fact that she shows up. But you gotta think about it like this. not just because a character does show up doesn't always mean it's going to be a positive reception. It's more so about how often they show up. Example, as I'm sure you've heard me talk about as so many times, Mamizo and Sumereko are two characters who show up a lot, and their popularity in the popularity polls definitely does not reflect the amount of appearances they've had over the years. So sometimes using a character too much can make some people sick of them, and it has a negative effect as a result. Lucky me. No, it's not. It's less so. It depends on the quality of the appearance, I find. If you make the character show up too often in different works, eventually people get sick of them and they want to see different characters. I mean, this isn't surprising. I'm talking about a series that laments anytime anyone from EOSD shows up in current media. You know how this goes. If character A shows up and you don't like character A, then you're annoyed. If character B shows up and you like character B, then you're doing great. But if character C, who you're indifferent to, keeps showing up every single fucking time, eventually your indifference is gonna turn to annoyance. That's how I feel about it anyway. The characters that I didn't care about kept showing up over and over and over again, and I started getting, like, you know, the desire to not see them anymore. Which turns from indifference to, please stop showing up, but they don't stop showing up. So that kind of negativity, that kind of negative impact can happen. Wow. In the cauldron. Like, you remember when 17.5 was... Whoa. Wild. Like, chat, you remember when 17.5 was still in development and they were showing off characters? When Marasa got revealed as a character in 17.5, those were better days. Before I had to actually play her. But no, when Marasa got revealed as like a playable character in 17.5, I saw less tweets about being happy that Marasa's in the game and more tweets about how they're happy that the character in the game just wasn't an EOSD character. Which, that's confusing to me. Oh, you know, I don't really care about Marasa, but it's nice to see that it was a character who's, you know, a new character. It's like, what? What do you mean? You don't actually give a fuck which character's in the game, you're just happy that it's not a character from an older game. What kind of backwards ass thinking is that? Yeah, and then Flandre showed up, lol. Then Flandre showed up. I hate that idea. I hate that idea. The idea that a character can't show up in something because they're from a series that's older. You know, you can't. Remy's not allowed to show up in this fan work because she was from EOSD. There's too much Remy. I don't care if you like Remy. I don't care if your favorite character is Remy. I don't care if EOSD was the game that got you into Touhou. No, you don't put Remy in your game. She's overrepresented. Put a new character in. Put a new character. Put Urumi in. Everybody loves Urumi, right? She's got big boobies. Everybody likes Urumi. Get Urumi in your game. Oh, what just happened? Huh. You shouldn't include a character in your game just for the sake of including a character in your game. You should include characters in your game that you like because those are the ones you're going to handle properly. That's my opinion. If you don't like a character, then why bother including them in something you're investing so much time into? You don't even like them. But you know, a lot of people like characters from EOST, so they oftentimes try to find games or make games and concepts that fit those characters that they like, because those are characters that they like. You can do whatever you want. You can draw characters from new games, you can draw characters from old games. You can include characters that you like in your projects because they're your projects, chat. They're yours. Getting mad at somebody for liking a character from a game that's 20 years old? Nice. Joon's a pretty new character, yeah. And you know what? The dev of that game likes Joon, so he wrote Joon well. He didn't include Joon because it was a token new character pick. He included Joon because he likes Joon. And as a result, here I am, affected by this bullshit. All of Mizusoba's games have Hina in them in some regard, yeah. Because he likes the character. But I can't imagine Mizusoba just being like looking at his sorter or something like that and being like, oh, I hate this character. I'm going to now make art and write for them. Because, chat, why would I want to read how you interpret a character you dislike? When you dislike a character, you're not going to write them very flattering. That's for sure. If you make something, I want to see what sticks out in that from terms of a positive perspective, right? You wouldn't make a game based on how much you hate a character. You make a game based on how much you like a character. So the idea to me that like you shouldn't include characters from older games because they're from older games doesn't make any sense. And of course, it's always the peanut gallery who has no affiliation to what's being made that has to open their mouth and chime in on that kind of thing. Ooh, nice. I got a few more of me. There's only like 5 or so characters I dislike. So if I see them, I just roll my eyes and I'm on it, right? It doesn't really matter to me. Like Sumireko showed up in Shanghai.exe, and like it doesn't matter to me. She's there. She makes sense to be there, and she's fine where she is. But I'm still gonna, you know, for comedic effect, I'm gonna roll my eyes and gurgle a little bit. But it's not like she has destroyed the game for me, you know? Like, to me, it makes sense that she's there, given her role. Oh, peep this. It's over. Goodbye, Alice. Nice. There you go. I win so few points and then I lose hundreds, man. Hundreds. Oh. Koichi in the TV. But one thing that's nice is when you indulge in fan works, you can see how other people portray the characters that they like, which is exactly what happened here with Mizusoba's games. Mizusoba's games, specifically Hina-chan's Millionaire Lunch, was just Hina on a quest with 6 different characters that the dev liked that he wanted to include in his game, and then he wrote dialogue for. And as a result, like, I'm kind of a big ol' #1 Joon fan in the world kind of dealio. I like the way that Mizusoba wrote his characters so much that it influenced how much I like the character as well. But I wouldn't have felt that way. I don't think I would have felt that way if he didn't write the character, if he didn't like Joon. Because if he didn't like Joon, well, Joon wouldn't even be in the game. But like, would you really want to read all of Joon's lines if it was written by somebody who didn't like the character? You'd probably get sick of it really fast. So you see a lot of characters show up. You see a lot of these characters... That didn't really work the way I thought it would. You see a lot of these older characters show up because the characters from Touhou 6, 7, and 8 are, you know, they're pretty important characters to a lot of people. So a lot of people got into the series from them. A lot of people have been exposed to tons of media, including them. So as a result, it's not surprising that a lot of people like those characters, and those are some of the most popular characters in the series. So when you set out to make a fan project involving the characters from this series, it stands to reason that you would want to use the characters that you like, the ones that even got you to a position you're in where you're actually making something for them. And there's nothing wrong with that. I just don't like this idea that old characters aren't allowed to show up in new things because they're old characters. That just doesn't make any sense to me. I don't think that will ever make sense to me. I cannot believe that just happened. She's gonna explode. Saw that coming. Alright. It's fine. That's fine. That's fine. What about original characters? You mean like Touhou OCs, or you mean like just original characters in general? To be honest, I don't think I've ever really played a game that had a person include their own OC. I really don't have an opinion on that because I've never seen that. OCs are something that are just a part and parcel of this kind of thing. I am indifferent to their existence. Mostly because, well, they don't show up. Well, I guess if I had to say, maybe I don't like it because Lost Word essentially is doing that. Lost Word is exactly that. Missy Sakai had OCs. That's true, it did. But they weren't intrusive to the game at all. And they could also be turned off. So that was an option. Okay. Is that the blue Patchy? Is that Blue Chili you're talking about? I've never seen her in an actual game. I've seen her in that weird Smash Brothers game, but that game was a shitpost, and then as a Fumo. Well, okay. Touhou Danmaku games are different, because those create a bunch of OCs. Those create a bunch of OCs to fill boss requirements, but I don't really play those games, so I actually wasn't thinking about those at all when I was thinking fan games. I was thinking like literally any other genre than shmup. But as far as a shmup is concerned, then yeah, there's like tons of them have their own created bosses, and there's nothing wrong with that. Some of those characters have also gained enough popularity to like exist in the greater scheme of things. I was thinking more in the sense that somebody just included their character because why not, and made them like a real big part of it, which I think that that would rub a lot of people the wrong way. As I said with Touhou Lost Word, like Lost Word is a perfect example of how not to handle an OC, and that is making them the center of every character's attention and undying affection because they just happen to exist. Those characters suck. Yeah, Notori's sister is a big one. She's a big OC. There's the Blue Patchouli who exists. There's another character too. There's Mima. Mima's a pretty good OC. And I guess that's it. Well, I mean, there's probably more. There's a Touhou like fan patch for Puppet Dance that has a bunch of fan characters in it. So there's some popular ones in there. Whoosh. There's some popular ones in there. So yeah, I wouldn't say I have a problem. I don't have a problem with Touhou OCs. I've just never seen one in a game because I think a lot of people feel like it feels weird to include that kind of thing in a game because it kind of alienates the player base. But when it comes to making like a total shmup game, then obviously you need a whole set of bosses, and introducing them there is different. It's kind of different. There are obviously like cases of OC showing up as bosses and stuff like that, but not really as playable characters. I feel when it comes to playable characters, you try to avoid that because the playable character is obviously the most important part to the player. They're the one controlling them. That's why most games fall back on Reimu as a safe bet, because Reimu is, you know, that's John Touhou right there in the flesh. You make an OC to fit a role another character can't. Yeah, that sounds like a good reason to me. That sounds like a pretty good reason to include an OC in things. Yoink. Wow, that just didn't work the way it should have, huh? That's fine. Now he's just gonna... Oh, shit! Making a Touhou character who just designs clothes. Yeah, that's... See, that's needed, right? It depends. Yeah, it just depends on how intrusive you find them. I guess. Like, let's use a AAA game for an example. Persona 4. Persona 4 Golden includes a new Velvet Room resident. Her name is Marie. She is not very popular. She is... Atlas does a really bad job at introducing new characters into like existing series, because they almost always end up being some kind of Deus Ex Machina and being a Mary Sue. So they're always written in a way that makes them absolutely like infuriating and hard to care for because they're not well-written characters. And I feel like that's probably an aspect of it that worries people when it comes to making OCs, because it would really suck if a character you created was universally scorned for being a shit character, you know? When working with established characters, sure, you can write one pretty poorly. You probably won't, but you could. But when it comes to writing a character that you yourself have complete hand in how they are, and the feedback is, holy shit, I'm cringing, then, you know, that's gotta suck. But I also think there's a possibility that criticism to that kind of thing can be a little bit on the unfair side. Just because, you know, putting an OC amongst a bunch of noted characters is obviously going to invoke a more sour initial response than most, and then it might kind of unfortunately affect how they view them, regardless of how the writing quality really was. Or you might be pleasantly surprised and think the character did a pretty good job. Or you just won't care or remember that OC at the end of the game because, well, they're not a character. They're not a Touhou character. Who knows though, right? Who knows? Me personally, I don't play the shmup games, so I don't have much of a say in them. But I don't, like, the only OCs I can think of are the ones from, like, the Mystia game, with the Wolf Girl and the Oni and the other girl who was from Blooming Chaos too. And I barely remember them as characters. But I do remember them existing, but they weren't intrusive to the game at all. Which is fine. They were there, and it was perfectly fine. They didn't do anything major. They were in the game. It was cool of them to be in there. I'm sure the devs were happy to include their characters in the universe. And ultimately, it didn't amount to much of anything to me, because at the end of the day, I was there for the character writing, and that character didn't really exist. But I also like that they didn't try to make their character stand out that much, and they focused heavily on the fact that it's a Touhou game. That's important. The fact that it's a Touhou game, right? Obviously, if you're making a whole IP, then everything is your OC. But when working like with a Touhou fan game, it's hard to slot in extra things that aren't established Touhou characters, because then it's not a Touhou game, right? That's when it gets tricky. People go in expecting certain things when you have the label Touhou fan game on it. But if you were just creating a game, for example, then obviously everything is fresh and new. And that's kind of how every character starts. Because think about it. What is Touhou if not Zun's OCs, right? Think about it like that. When you think about it like that, it feels weird to say, because we don't ever really think about these long-established series as starting out as somebody's just like having the exact same kind of origins as if somebody just like put a character on paper and was like, that's my character. It's weird to think about it like that. That's all. Alright, chat. 5 more. Here we go. 5 more. Whew. Can you believe that Reimu is just Zun's OC? When Reimu was first created, she was simply Zun's OC character. And now here we are, 25, 26 years later, and Reimu is an extremely established and well-known character. And that's probably wild for it to think about, right? It's like, feh! OCs. Few are beloved, but so many are not explored in the slightest. You mean like the characters you play as, like Robin and Corrin? I think Robin's a pretty decent character, even though his story is very vague. But he has more story than like Corrin, that's for sure. Whee! Alright. Meet Effie Heroes. Oh, those characters. Yeah, I don't know anything about that one. Sorry to say, I have no real opinion on the OCs in that game. Some of them I've seen look kind of crazy edgy to me. What a great battle that one was. Corrin got butchered by localization, and Violet is not a real character. They got progressively more blank a slate as things went on. And yeah, not Heroes. Birthright. Fate's localization did a lot to not help the game, that's for sure. Well, yeah, Mark. You got Mark from FE7. He's the tactician in that game, but he's not even like a real character. Boing, boing, boing. Oh, that stupid little block, dude. Yeah. Man, as a Takane player, you gotta pay attention to your opponent's item, huh? I don't do that. 2 more. 2 more. Alright. Okay. Well, Fate episodes for like the main characters were always about giving more story to the characters that they're doing the support conversation with, which is fine. But some of them I actually really liked with Robin. For example, I liked his support conversation with Virion, because Robin was a tactician and he was his own character. He was the character who was supposed to be your self-insert, but he was still a believable character within universe. And I like that his support conversation with Virion is about how he kept losing games of games against Virion to a point where he started doubting his own abilities to lead the army. When Virion reassured him that the reason that it's a good thing that Robin is leading the army, because all of Virion's tactics in the game are very reckless and put his troops' lives in great danger. Whereas Robin plays the game like he plays the game as if he is advising like real people. So he never really loses units or takes risky plays that endanger the lives of his side of the board. And Virion makes note of that and tells Robin that And that's why he's fit to lead their group, because he does care about everyone's individual well-being in the greater whole. That was a nice support conversation for both of those characters. I like that support conversation a lot. And then you have the support conversation with Crom and female Robin, where they just see each other in the bath. That's it. They accidentally peep on each other in the bath, and then they want to get married. That makes sense, right? I'll do one more. One more. Not all support conversations are made equal, but some of them are actually quite interesting. I liked Rickon and Henry's. Rickon and Henry have a very good support conversation as well, because it's just about Rickon asking. It's about Rickon asking Henry what it was like to be on like Plaguea's side, and Henry just talks about the Plaguean soldiers and how they were like. He just talks about them like they were regular people, because they were. They were. I'm doing one more. Fuck that. They're just regular people at the end of the day on the other side of the war, and Rickon's like, "Geez, man, like we just cut them down like they were nothing, but like they are just at the end of the day they are just people, just like us." And Henry's just going on like there's not a care in the world, talking about how he was treated in the army with those people, and Rickon's kind of like, "Holy shit, man." That's a good support conversation because it makes things more believable in universe. The fact that what you're striking down, obviously you're striking down goo zombies, the Risen. But like the humans that you're striking down aren't always a band of like bloodthirsty bandits. Sometimes it really is just soldiers who have no choice but to fight because their king, aka Gangrel, is a terrible human being. So if they lay down their arms, then their loved ones are in danger. Which is the whole point of Chapter 10, right? About why, that's why the general even stays there. Because if he knows if he abandons his post, what the king will do to his family. That's a great chapter, by the way. Don't speak her name. I'm doing one more. Alright. Robin was a good tactician. But yeah, I liked Awakening. And I'm not saying it was some like grand morals thing, but I did like the idea that it made some of the characters feel a little more human. Granted, Gangrel is he is the farthest thing from human. He's fucking gross, dude. And then Walhart is also like I don't even know what's going on with Walhart, man. He's just a dude. He's just a fucking absolute giant dude in red armor with like an axe as thick as a stump. And that's what he does. He just swings that around and he wants to conquer the planet or the country for some reason. Anyway, I'm doing another one. I'm not ending on a loss, dude. Give me a win. Give me a win, damn it. Give me a win. I'm tired of this. Oh. Put me in, coach. Put me in. Alright. I got it. Oh my god. That's not game. Oh my, Hina. Okay, it's fine. Walhart the Conqueror. Don't tell me I just lost. You're kidding me. No. 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 Psych. Psych. We out of there. Ha ha ha. Let's buy some boxes real quick. Give me that shit. Give me that. Give me that. Give me that. I got all those already. Got that one. Got that one now. I already got that one. Alright. Yeah. We getting out of there. One more. One more. Nice, nice, nice. Got it. Don't got that one. Look at that. How many am I missing? 2, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17. Missing 17. Okay. It's quite a lot, but I could probably make a few of those up with the 1 pieces I have, but it's fine. Anyway, Hina update chat. Got to see a little bit of the other characters. I got the hook. I got a inferior character now. It's pretty good. Pretty good feeling. And yeah, there's simple English, which is great for people trying to get into it. Fun game. I like this game. I do. I'll play more of it eventually. Might take a break for a week though, but yeah, I'm a big fan of this game. It's quite addictive for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know why it's so addictive, but it is. It's hard to stop when you start, especially when you're first getting into it. Like, it's so easy to pour hours into it when you're starting. But yeah, it is a fun game, so it's not too surprising that I'm still playing it.